When he woke up, he looked out the window. Granny Pig was heading straight to the shed. Yesterday, she had asked him what he had been doing there for so long, so it looked like she was starting to suspect something. He ran to her immediately and caught up just as she was coming out. She said she was just looking for the watering can. Looked like he was in the clear, for now. But Grandpa Pig decided to double-check that everything was properly hidden. That's when he discovered small pieces of George stuck between the blades of his lawnmower. If those had fallen out in front of Granny Pig, she would have understood everything instantly. Paranoia gripped him. What if he hadn't hidden all of George's pieces? There was only one way to find out. He stitched together all the parts of George, his own grandson.
Oh, that was actually left in the trash bag by Peppa.
And as it turned out, he had been right. Some of George's body and organs were missing. He sat for a long time thinking about it. The only explanation he could come up with was that the rain had been so heavy, the resulting streams had washed some of George's pieces away. He went to Peppa Pig's house, searched for a long time, but found nothing. Somewhere out in the world, small pieces of George are still lying around. But will anyone ever find them? Most likely the current carried them into the sewer. He needed to make sure the remaining parts were hidden. They had to be buried in the forest.
Hello, Grandpa Pig speaking.
Grandpa, I saw you walking near our house. It's not easy for any of us right now, and I'm glad you're trying to find any clues about George's disappearance. You know, the police said they want to talk to you. They said they'll come by tomorrow.
Panic took over him. He had to get to the forest immediately. He packed a small supply of food and water. He wanted to take the remains as far as possible. He set off into the woods. The journey was long. He spent the entire day walking, going so far that his legs could no longer carry him. He didn't know this area, didn't know where he was. He was so exhausted that he couldn't even dig a hole. He laid out a place to sleep, thinking that in the morning he would have the strength to bury that black bag. But when he woke up, he found that the bag had been torn open. He hadn't thought about wild animals. Lizards and owls had picked up George's scent and carried him off piece by piece. His whole plan had failed. There was nothing he could do now. He walked in a random direction and soon ended up back at his own house. Turns out, he had walked in a circle while wandering through the forest, and he made it just in time for the meeting with the police. It was a long interview. They asked him about every detail, where he had been, what he had done. He explained his behavior by saying he had been deeply shaken by George's disappearance. But the investigators were troubled by the fact that he claimed the last time he saw George, he was heading to the bathroom. George still used a potty, and it was unclear why he would be going to the bathroom alone. When asked about his appearance, he said he had been searching for George in the forest. He felt calm because he was sure that no one would find George's remains. Therefore, there would be no evidence against him.
Okay, I understand. I'll come here later. Stay in touch.
First, the investigators went into the forest to follow his footprints. There, they found a bag and a shovel. Later, Peppa came running with new evidence, a piece of George's nose. Grandpa Pig had to confess what he had done. His family rejected him. They were angry not because he had killed George, but because of his lies.